how you can delegate tasks effectively? Well, sit back, relax, and grab a drink. I've got just the thing. Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, your go-to place for building your dream career and achieving your highest potential. I'm Allie, and today's another segment of Tips and Tea Time where I reveal my top tips on anything related to career, work, or leadership. And for today, I will be covering task delegation. As you move up within the company, it is very common for you to see your responsibilities grow over time. Now, for some of you overachievers, the answer is very simple. What you don't complete at work, you bring home and complete it there. The problem is that you are only human. There's only so much that you can do. And so that's why you want to start considering task delegation. Task delegation is a great way to not only free up your time, but also develop your team's capabilities and build better relationships with your team members, build better trust. So I'm going to be revealing to you my top tips on how to delegate tasks effectively. Now, spoiler alert, there is no instant fix. This takes time. This is not only a learning process for you, but it's also a learning process for your team members as well, and so you need to be patient. But I promise you, if you stick to it and really focus on this, you will start seeing results. Otherwise, let's get started. For tip number one, you need to do a task inventory. Write down all the tasks that you need to complete and then rate them according to the importance of the task. In other words, how important is it for you to complete it, the time it takes to complete that said task, the expertise required, as well as the deadline of when that task is due. Do these things and you'll have a clear idea of what tasks you have and what is required to complete that task. After you identify your task inventory, the next step is you need to get to know your team. In order for you to delegate tasks effectively, you need to make sure you're utilizing your team's strengths and matching your team's current capabilities to the tasks that need to be completed. And so that not only means you need to know what knowledge, skills, and abilities they possess, but how they work, what their current workload is, and what their career aspirations are. Once you know all these things, it's going to be a lot easier for you to identify which tasks to give to which employees. Something else that you can do is you can empower your team members. Let them pick the tasks. They know what they like more than anybody else would. So why not give them a little bit of control? Not only do they like the feeling of having autonomy, but they tend to be happier, more satisfied, and more engaged when they have control over the tasks that they do. And as a bonus to you, it allows for you to be a little more hands-off and you don't have to spend time assorting tasks to certain members. Let them do it. Let them take control. As for my next tip, you want to set clear goals and expectations. When is the task due? What do the final deliverables look like? What sort of authority or responsibilities do they have? How involved are you going to be, and when can they go to you for something? Make this clear so that way they know exactly what to expect and they know exactly what you are going to get on them about if they don't reach that standard. For my next tip, you want to be result oriented. Don't micromanage them. Focus on the results, focus on the deliverables, but don't focus on the process on how it comes together. As long as they give it to you on the due date that you give them and the deliverables are in a way that you ask for, there's no reason why you need to dictate the process. As long as it's legal and ethical, they are doing everything that they need to, and so be hands off. And if you set clear goals and expectations, you won't have to worry about micromanaging them. They'll do exactly what they need to. You just need to let go and focus on the results, not the process. As for my next tip, and I cannot stress this enough, you need to monitor their progress. You need to meet with them so you can allow them an opportunity to not only ask you questions, but so you can see how those final results are shaping up. Now, do not use this as an opportunity to micromanage. This is a time for them to ask you questions and to make sure that they are staying on track for the ultimate goal. You only want to intervene if they are not going to reach that final result or give you the deliverables that you want. This is also a great way for you to give them a pep talk, especially if they are struggling with this task. And so use this as an opportunity to connect with your employees, stay on track, as well as save some time, because at the end of the day, they are not going to be perfect. This is a learning process. The last thing you want to find out is due date comes, they turn in something, and it's nothing like you want it to be, and now you have to do it yourself. Save time by monitoring their progress and meeting with them and having one-on-one meetings. As for my last tip, whatever you do, once you start delegating tasks, do not take it back. It doesn't matter how frustrated your employees are or the time crunch, do not give it back. It's going to be a frustrating process. in the beginning, it is going to be painful. It's a learning process. And so if you're looking at effective task delegation, you need to stand your ground. Do not take it back. Not only is it going to develop a poor mentality that your employees can just throw their work back at you, but it can also be demoralizing to the employee who you take the task from. So do not take it back. It is counterproductive and can hurt you in the long run. If you have employees who are frustrated, motivate them and give them advice or give them a little pep talk, but do not take it back. Those are all the tips I have for you today. Let me know in the comments below which tip you like the best. I'd love to hear it. And don't forget to stay tuned because later in the week I'll be answering one of your questions on this topic, as well as talking about why you don't want to be a micromanager. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you're notified of my latest videos. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, where I reveal some tips that I don't share on my channel. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure. Until we drink again, everyone. Take it easy. I'm so good. Why have I been waiting so long to eat you?